Hey, estate planning attorneys, are you tired about one and done clients? Well, what if I could show you a recurring revenue model that is ethically sound and will give you your life back in a way that you totally love? Hi, I'm Katz, founder of New Law Business Model and personal family lawyer. And in this video, I'm going to reveal 2 ways to package and present your expertise so that prospects, clients, happily invest from $50 a month all the way up to, $10,000 a month to work with you with zero risk of bar or ethics complaints because your clients are so happy with your service. Plus, at the end of this training, I'm going to tell you how you can get free access to a piece of our membership program, normally reserved for paying members only, that lays out for you how to prepare to launch a recurring revenue program for your practice. So let's go ahead and dive right in. As an attorney, you may likely resonate with the frustrating one and done client cycle of transactional law. You handle a client's immediate needs, you deliver great work, but then the relationship fizzles out after that single transaction. You have to go on to the next new client and your clients never hear from you again. This often happens because clients may forget about their planning or they may go to other lawyers for additional legal services that you could have provided as part of an ongoing engagement, but they weren't aware of that possibility. This approach leaves many lawyers scrambling for new business constantly while missing out on lifetime value and fulfilling relationships from existing clients. That was the case for law business mentor and personal family lawyer firm leader Clea just a few years ago. And the same for another law business mentor and PFL firm leader, Denise. They both found themselves stuck in a limiting, unsatisfying cycle of one-off engagements, transactions, with Denise serving business owners and Clea serving families. Both of them seeking a better way, created a law firm with my support completely based on recurring revenue and providing ongoing value that keeps their clients satisfied and engaged. Now, in a moment, I'll be sharing exactly how they did that. But before they found a solution, Clea and Denise, they had a lot of questions and concerns. Like, why not just offer consultations for free? How do I package my legal services for recurring revenue? And what do I do with my upfront transactions? And then how do I convert that to monthly? Will clients stay and pay? Will they take advantage of me? Will they take up all of my time? How do I do this in a way that's ethical and compliant with my bar regulations? How do I get my clients to see the value of a program like this? You've probably had some of the same thoughts, right? Well, today, Clea has nearly 100 clients on recurring monthly plans, and that's growing each and every month. Denise has 10 significant clients on her recurring revenue program, and that's her max. You see, they have very different programs, with Clea's averaging $50 to $250 a month per client. She brings in about $48,000 on her way to $60,000 of recurring revenue every year. Whereas Denise brings in $600,000 a year with an average of $5,000 per month per client. And she does that working just 10 hours of her own time per week. Here's the best part. Not only has this move created recurring revenue each month for both of them, but for Denise, it has taken her off the client chase and income roller coaster completely. And for Clea, she got to take a 3-week vacation last summer, and she had plenty of revenue coming in to pay her expenses and herself. Plus, Denise wrote a book called The Vacation Effect, all about vacations, thanks to her recurring revenue client program. Her clients stay and pay, and it's simple to fulfill on. That's the dream, right? So, how did they do it? Well, they followed these 5 crucial steps. Step number 1, understand why most membership programs fail. I've been offering membership since before I sold my own firm in 2008, and I've been providing long-term benefit recurring revenue membership programs throughout my own businesses ever since. If there's one thing that I know better than how to engage clients, it's how to keep them long-term. And I've seen a lot of lawyers offer recurring revenue programs over the years and, frankly, come to hate them. Why? Because they don't have the right team or systems in place to deliver on them, and they haven't structured them in the right way. So they find themselves bogged down by way too many meetings to make the program worth it, and then they decide to drop the program believing, these programs don't work. And they're right. If you don't structure your program the right way to meet your time availability and your future growth plans, and if you don't sell the program at the right time in your process, or if you don't set the right expectations and boundaries of what's included, well, the program won't work for you. So that takes us to the next step, and that is step number 2. Understand what your clients really value in a membership program, and then share that value at the right time. So what I've found is that your clients value knowing that they've got a trusted counselor who they can count on for whatever arises during their life, no matter what. And that their family or their team members, if they have a business, will have someone to turn to when they can't be there. Most lawyers who have client care programs or recurring revenue membership programs either provide those programs for a small fee each year and focus on things that the lawyers value, but not what their clients necessarily value, and that often cost way too much to deliver, like free document changes or annual meetings, or they charge a lot and focus on a huge amount of deliverables, like, for example, 5 trademarks, 2 contract reviews, a new entity each year. But then when the clients don't need updates each year, or they can't see they'll need the deliverables being offered, well, they don't sign up, or they drop off after year 2 or year 3, and they may even go find another lawyer to work with. Then there's the trap of promising annual meetings and not charging enough for them, or promising deliverables that take way too much time to deliver. A few years go by, and all of a sudden you find yourself overloaded with too many clients and not enough time or money. Well, yeah, that's enough to make you want to throw in the towel, right? A successful recurring revenue plan is offered at the right time in the right way. And it supports not just your financial bottom line, but frees up your time, energy, and attention as well. Because remember, you can always make infinite money, but you can't make more time, energy, and attention. So the value of your membership is in providing your clients with the peace of mind of knowing that they've got a trusted advisor by their side to help them make the right decisions throughout life. And your membership recurring revenue program offer needs to be established to deliver on that value. Again, at the right amount, with the right boundaries and expectations established. Then offering your membership at the right time, well, that's the next big piece, which leads us to step 3. Tee up and time your offer. Start by seeding the ongoing relationship right from the start, whether that's in your educational presentation or in your intake process. If you're offering a low-price program, such as an ongoing maintenance of their living trust or their estate plan, well, you should talk about that at your engagement meeting when you're helping them to choose their planning fee. And yes, I said choose their planning fee. If your engagement system doesn't help them choose their planning fee, well, you're leaving money and impact on the table, and you need to come join us so that we can help you help your clients choose their own planning fee. If you're offering a high-ticket service, such as ongoing what we call lifted advisory support for a business owner, lifted legal, insurance, financial, and tax advisory support, well, you wouldn't offer that until you've completed at least your first transaction and have clarity as a result of that transaction around whether you can go right into a recurring revenue model or if you need to conduct a full-scale audit of their business's legal, insurance, financial, and tax matters first. Do not attempt to put your clients on a membership program without first offering a one-off transaction that meets them exactly where they are. So, for example, I see a lot of business lawyers who are trying to get into recurring revenue, and what they do is they'll try to get clients into an immediate $250 a month to $1,000 a month engagement, on average, examples, without first delivering on a one-time flat fee transaction that leads to the client feeling fully supported. Listen, that's a recipe for disaster for you, because you will inevitably charge the wrong amount monthly and find yourself needing to over-deliver at too low of an investment. Or you'll hear a repeated string of no's from the clients you're offering your program to because the clients don't really understand the value. Instead, what you need to do is have a fantastic one-time service billed as an affordable premium flat fee service with a clear process of boundaries and expectations. Whether that's an estate plan or an incorporation or a contract review, you meet people exactly where they are, and then you move from that into an ongoing, recurring, long-term relationship at the right investment for the go forward. Now, ideally, your one-time service will have everything built into it that you need in order to discover what to offer for that ongoing. And that ongoing, as I've said, can range between $50 a month all the way up to $10,000 a month. The higher the investment on the recurring, the more clarity that you're going to want and need on the front end of your engagement. So your front end engagement process is absolutely critical. Make sense? Okay, let's move on to step 4. Keep your clients happy and ensure ethical bar compliance. First and foremost, be sure to consult the ethics rules in your state. And remember that ethics violations arise and become a problem when people complain. So don't get complaints. Treat people as you want to be treated, remembering that you are creating a relationship for life and beyond if you're offering estate planning services. If someone isn't happy, refund their money and learn from the experience by listening, reflecting on what they're sharing about what they didn't like, and determining where you need to make shifts and setting expectations or establishing boundaries. Consider your trial and error here a cost of doing business. Now, if you want to decrease that cost, don't go it alone. Instead, use a proven model that's been tested and trialed already. And that's just one of the things that we offer in our Personal Family Lawyer program. And that brings us to step 5. Focus first on client engagement. In order to run a program like this, you do need to be at a place in your firm where you have consistent clients coming in and hiring you at least at an 80% engagement rate. We like to see you much closer to 100% than that, though. And you want to have upfront fees that are on average between $2,500 on the low end to $6,500, and could be more as well. And you have to be working with clients who need ongoing support. We like to see our members at an average consistent engagement of 4 new clients per month, with at least 1 team member onboarding or ready to onboard, and automation in place, technology support before you roll out a recurring revenue program. You don't want to have to manually keep track of emails and letters and services that you provided. You want all of that to be automated. And you want to have a team member who's supporting as well. Now, if you are a solo, you can do this with the right technology support. And here's the great news. We've already figured all of this out for you. We have over 600 lawyers right now who are engaging 80% plus of the prospective clients that they meet with at average fees of $4,500 to $6,500 without being pushy or salesy, without competing with any of the financial advisors flooding into their communities. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel or figure this out on your own. If you serve families and or small business owners with either estate planning or business counsel, we figured it all out for you. You can get our support to help you implement all of this in your law practice so you don't need to reinvent the wheel, go it alone, or have to go through the great expense of trialing and erroring, cobbling it all together yourself on something that I've spent the last 20 years perfecting for you. See, our personal family lawyer firm leaders would not be having the success they are without our done-for-you systems. Or maybe they would, but it would have cost them a lot bigger investment of time, energy, attention, and money to create those systems. When lawyers join us, we give them a turnkey system. All of the tools, templates, technology, systems, advisor support, guidance, and education that you need to ethically shift into an ongoing recurring revenue model. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't at all about get-rich-quick, overnight success with no effort. This is a work hard and smart, put in the time, energy, attention, and money, and your success is literally inevitable. You won't be wasting time, energy, or attention thinking about what to do, researching which software to use, or even writing all of the content and copy that you would need to be able to implement a program like this. We've done it all for you. We've thought about it, we've tried it, we've tested it, and we've proved it. So whether you are a current estate planning lawyer or looking to add estate planning services to your practice, or if you're just curious about how to apply these systems in your specific area of law, well, we've got it covered. What if you could have access to this type of proven success plan, clarity, support, and community, not just for an hour a week, but all day, every day? Do you think you'd be in a better position for your business or a worse position? So if you want our team to work with you to turn your law practice into a business you love, serving families and or business owners with a recurring revenue model, well, here's your next step. Plus, I promised you access to a piece of member-only content directly from our program. More specifically, all of the details of our ongoing family care program so you can get a sense of exactly what that looks like. After hearing today's training, if you want to implement recurring revenue models in your law practice and serve families or business owners in the way that we teach, ethically and in a way that creates tremendous value for your clients so that you have ongoing lifetime value. And if you don't want to have to reinvent the wheel, well, your next step is to book a call with one of our law business advisors to find out how we can help. When you show up to your call with your law business advisor, they'll give you access to a resource that will show you exactly what we include in the base layer of our family care program. So if you want to speak with a law business advisor, go ahead and type advisor into the comments to request to book your call. But first, just a heads up, not everyone qualifies for this no-cost call. You only get to meet with a law business advisor if you are a lawyer who is open to serving families and or business owners in a brand new way that we call life and legacy planning. It's our heart-centered, counseling-based methodology for estate planning where you get hired more than 80% of the time. That's our minimum benchmark, though many of our lawyers do have near 100% engagement rates. And you earn, on average, between $4,500 to $6,500 per client up front. Could be as little as $2,000, $1,500, $2,500, all the way up to $8,500 or more. So these are average fees that I'm sharing with you up front while delivering a truly meaningful service to your clients who are happy to pay you for it and then are happy to pay you on an ongoing basis so that you can be there for their family or their business when they need you. You have to be ready to invest in creating systems to turn your law practice into a business that you love so that you can deliver on an outstanding service that your community and your clients deserve. And of course, you have to hold yourself to the highest standards of integrity and make your client's success your top priority. So if that sounds like you, then we invite you to type advisor into the comments below to find out if you qualify for a no-cost call with one of our law business advisors. Or even better, look for the link in the comments or in this video so that you can book your call directly. Once you do, our team will reach out to make sure that you qualify and they will get you prepared for your call with a law business advisor so that you can receive the member-only family care program preview that I've promised you today. And you get to see that whether you join us on the path to PFL or not. So as we close this training today, I want to leave you with this. At the end of your career, you will not remember the individual one-off transactions, the billable hours in 6-minute increments, or how much revenue even you've created. What you will think back on is the families you've impacted, the business owners who you've helped to create their own legacy, and ultimately the legacy of service that you've left behind. The recurring revenue model allows you to finally break free from the constraints of one-off engagements, constantly looking for the next new client, the next new client, and the next new client after that. It allows you to embrace your role as a true trusted advisor and counselor who creates multi-generational impact, keeping money in the family and keeping the family and business owner out of court and out of conflict. Your time, energy, and attention are non-renewable resources. For you, a lawyer with a highly valuable service, money is infinite. You can always create more. So why not design your law practice into a business that creates the highest level of contribution to others while aligning you with your values and your desired lifestyle? So if you'd love to qualify for a call with a law business advisor, go ahead and type advisor here in the comments, or better yet, look for the link where you can schedule on your own. And if you're not quite ready to book a call and are just looking for some more information on our business owner recurring revenue model, type training into the comments and our team will provide you with a link where you can listen to Denise share more details about her recurring revenue membership program for business owners, where she earns $600,000 a year in just 10 hours a week of her own time. I'll just leave you with this last thought. Remember, you can design a law firm centered on delivering maximum value aligned with the life that you want to have. You don't need to sacrifice legacy for lifestyle. You can have both, all the time that you need and the impact that you want to make in a truly meaningful way. A law practice turned into a business you love. Your next step is to consider recurring revenue and take the step of booking a call with us. I'm Katz, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.